Hello, I'm Lolly, and today I'd like to read you a book about an amazing girl. There she is, Sofia Valdez, future Prez. Let's find out why she's so awesome. Sofia was a baby who got things done, helping her family before she turned 1. There she is. What is she doing to help her family? Aw, water some flowers. She and Abuelo went out every week to help elderly friends around Blue River Creek who couldn't get out and about on their own and with no place to gather were stuck home alone. Oh, let's see what kind of kind things she's doing. There's her Abuelo, which is another word for grandfather. And there's Sofia. Looks like they're bringing some friends some groceries. Look, they're up there in their apartment. Raking the leaves, taking pets for a walk, or just dropping by for a treat and a talk. Sofia Valdez did as much as she could for her family and friends and her whole neighborhood. A dreamer, a doer, a real-life go-getter. Most people like good, but Sofia liked better. Look, there's Abuelo raking some leaves, and there's Sofia. Whoa, helping so many dogs. Each morning, Abuelo walked Sophie to class. They walked home again along Blue River Pass, making plans, munching cookies, Abuelo and his girl, except for that Tuesday when Pup saw a squirrel. Oh no, what happens when a dog sees a squirrel? Uh-oh. With a howl, Pup took off, racing all through the town, over, under, beneath, and around. Sofia scrambled to try to keep up with the hollering man and the bellowing Pup. Oh my goodness. Look, there's the squirrel. And there they are, topsy-turvy. Oh no, Sofia. Up the squirrel ran to the top of the hill, made of leftover junk from the local landfill. They reached the tip-top of that mountain of trash, which jiggled and broke with an ear-splitting crash. Whoa, it's a pile of trash. I don't think that's gonna end very well. Down they all tumbled and hit with a thud on a moldy old pumpkin, surrounded by mud. Oh no, Abuelo, Sofia, and Pup. Ouch, cried Abuelo. He struggled to stand. A dangerous mess, he said, grasping her hand. Oh, it looks like he hurt his foot. Poor Abuelo. The next day, Sofia walked to school solo. But it wasn't the same without her Abuelo. This is not right, declared young Sofia, who glared at Mount Trashmore and got an idea. What do you think her idea is? The very next morning, at dawn, she planted a sign at the front of the lawn. She stood back and smiled, and Pup gave a bark. Get rid of Mount Trashmore. Let's build a new park. Ooh, good idea. That's a good first thing to do, right? Make a sign, see if anybody agrees with you. Each of her neighbors had something to say about benches and fountains and places to stay, meeting spots, gardens, a basket for bees, a rubber duck pond, and a kiosk for cheese. She drew every thought on her map at the park, which was perfectly perfect by 1:15 dark. That's wonderful. Look, she's really helping everyone. She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then bam! She woke up with a thought smacked in her head. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors had said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sofia could build it alone, but how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache as night thunder growled and she lay wide awake. Then dawn brought a storm and the gloomy sky wept, and the heartsick Sofia finally slept. Oh, she's so worried. Do you think one kid could build a whole park? I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophie got up. He gave her a bagful and sneaked one to Pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged his Sofia. For courage, he whispered, Te amo, mi vida. Sofia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courageous at all, Sofia Valdez went to face City Hall. Oh, Sofia. Look, there's the library. But a lot of us go to the library, but how many of us go to City Hall? Ooh, that's where they make a lot of the big decisions about towns and cities. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue River Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the office of duck ponds and cool things to do, to the office of monkeys, the Department of Cheese, the Division of Fountains, and meetings of bees. Then down to the basement so musty and cramped where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped. And that's where the clerk said what no one else did. You can't build a new park. You're only a kid. The words smacked Sofia deep down in her heart. Her plan was kiboshed before it could start. I think, said Sofia, I think that law's wrong. But her second grade voice didn't sound very strong. The clerk said, clearly it cannot be done. Do you have any questions? Sofia said, one. If you were me, and if I was you, and he was your grandpa, what would you do? Well, said the clerk. Then she said nothing at all. She thought and she thought. Then she sent out a call to every employee throughout City Hall. There's Sofia. Look at all these people. This one has a button on it that says Mayor. He's the one who makes a lot of the big decisions. The entire government of Blue River Creek crammed into the office to hear Sophie speak, but her words jumbled up and her cheeks turned bright red as a dozen emotions rushed into her head. Her heart beat so loudly she thought it would crack. The crowd leaned in closer. Sofia leaned back. Then her arm brushed the edge of the old cookie sack. And that was the moment when Sofia first knew being brave means doing the things you must do. Though your heart cracks with fear, though you're just in grade 2. Have you ever felt like that? All of those people watching and listening and feeling so nervous to speak up? She took a deep breath and looked the mayor in the eye. Here, let's take a big deep breath in. Okay. And though her knees wobbled, she held her head high. Sofia started talking. She spelled out her plan and why it all mattered and how it began. And once she got rolling, she had lots to say about meeting spots, monkeys, and places to play, and other ideas for things they could do to help the town elders and other folks too. She had thoughts on the library, thoughts on the zoo, and perhaps a way to combine the two. Look, those are all of her thoughts and plans. Cheese for everyone. I love cheese. Rubber duck pond. All right, cried the mayor. Go start a petition. If the town wants a new park, we'll form a commission. And so young Sofia got right to work with some help from her family and Pup and the clerk. Look at that. They have signs. Sofia says, let's build a park. The clerk says, a park for everyone. And Abuelo says, sign our petition, please. A petition is when people sign their names that say, I want this thing to be done. It's very important. It's a good way to get things done. Then others joined in, not all, but a few, like Miss Lila Greer and the kids in grade 2. Look, that's her whole class that's there. I like this. Sofia's helping her friend with wheels. Says, sign our petition, please. Si se puede. We need more green. Get rid of Mount Trashmore. There were hearings and surveys and taxes to figure. Then bulldozers, cranes, and a blue, bigger digger. They all built that park. That's how it got done, with the hard work of, by, and for everyone. But it began with the dream of one person, just one, who laced up her shoes and then led the way to help Blue River Creek get a new place to play. Now every evening till long after dark, the town comes together at Citizens Park. They all hold this truth to be self-evident, that Sofia Valdez could grow up to be president. Until then, Sofia, that real-life go-getter, helps Blue River Creek get better and better. Look, there's everyone there. Look, even the mayor's there helping things out. Isn't that wonderful? Everyone got together to make the park a beautiful place where everyone could be. And I love at the end, it says, Citizens Park. It's so colorful. Can you guys help me put this book away? Thank you so much for reading that with me. I love that book so much. Sometimes we want something to change, right? Whether it's something in our house, whether it's something in our town, or something in our country, something in the whole world. How can we get that done if we're just one kid or one grown-up? Well, we need cooperation. And the most important thing that Sofia did, she had the idea, but then she used her voice. She got people to agree with her and help her out. And at the end, the park was there. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that if there's something that you really want, that you know that if you work hard, you can get it done. I'll help you out, okay? Just let me know what you want to get done. I'm on your side. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you again real soon. Come back and read and play and sing and do lots of fun things with me. See you later, alligators. Bye.